is that Braden Smith is not only coming back to school, is not only passing up on the NBA draft, but the guy that was probably third in line for the National Player of the Year honors, a first-team All-American consensus, is coming back to Purdue. What do you make of this news? How important is this for the Boilermakers? And is this something where Purdue fans should be a little bit more surprised than I think that they are?
Wait, didn't I ask Matt Painter about this at the Final Four? Didn't he say Braden Smith was coming back in maybe not, those exact words, but he certainly said Braden Smith was coming back to school. So it's really no surprise to us. They got him on a little bit of a hometown discount. You got guys going for $3-4 million. I don't, from what I'm told, Purdue didn't pay him that. But again, there's two different things here at play when we talk about the money. There's the money that Purdue, the collective, is paying. And then there's the money that Braden Smith's going to be able to get kind of through Purdue, right, in the community from other sponsors related to Purdue or national sponsors, like was the case with Cooper Flagg. So, I think Braden Smith's going to make upwards of $3.5, maybe $4 million overall. But again, Purdue got him at a little bit of a discount. And, he's as important as any player coming back in college basketball right now, because who do you trust more than Braden Smith at the most important position? Nobody. It's not even debatable, right? If you're starting your team with one player, you are absolutely 100% going to start it with Braden Smith. I don't care who is coming into college. Darren Peterson Jr., my feelings about him. I've said I thought he was the number one player in the country for a year now. A.J. DeMonsa, we know his upside and his talent. Boozer, we know Cameron, what he's going to do. He's probably going to average 18 and 10 next year. But Braden Smith is a guy that you build around, and the other part for Braden Smith is there's no acclimation process. He's already a dude. He's already a guy that you could throw anything at, and he's already been able to, play Batman this past year and play Robin like he did a couple years ago.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, one, you get back a point guard, right? And we saw how good he is. I know you're going to scoff when I say this. You're going to make that face when I say this. But his second half against Houston was the best half that I've seen a point guard play in college basketball in as long as I can remember. He was unbelievable in that half. And you get a guy that is capable of doing that coming back. But I think more importantly, it's not just that he's back. Fletcher Loyer is back. I believe Trey Kaufman-Renn is expected. I don't know if he's put it out officially yet, but he's expected back.
Yeah,
right?
He'll be back.
Yeah. CJ Cox and Jakari Harris, as of right now, are expected back. Yes, you lost. Well, you got Oscar Clough coming in, but the bigger point is, look at 3 of the 4 teams that made the Final Four. They brought back like 68% of their scoring or higher when it's Houston, Florida, and Auburn. Right. Duke did not, but Duke also was the only program that's building around elite freshmen at that level in college basketball this year. So they're a little bit of an outlier. And you have 5 or 6 core important pieces that you can build around, including the 3 seniors that have been with this program the longest, that have been there since the start of the Zach Edey era. Right. And I think that when you are looking for teams that have the opportunity to win a national championship, that's kind of what you got to look for first in this day and age of college basketball, right? Is who has the most continuity, and who has the most continuity at the key places, like the point guard spot, like the post spot, like the wing. So for me, I know we put out our preseason top 25, and we can probably get into this debate quite a bit over the course of the offseason. We had Purdue second, Houston number 1. I think that is very much debatable. To me, that's similar to, they're very similar, and I think you can make a pretty strong argument, especially if Milos Uzan keeps his name in the NBA draft, that Purdue should be the preseason number 1 team in college basketball, the national title favorite. And I would say right now, Braden Smith is my preseason national player of the year. And all due respect to JT Toppin, I don't even know if you can make an argument with that.
No, you're right. Like to me, Braden Smith clearly, unless you're going to go with one of those freshmen and say, hey, Darren Peterson, he's going to be the number 1 overall pick. He's going to do what Cooper Flagg did for Duke this year, which he may have to. He may have to, Rob, when you look at their roster right now. But ultimately, the safe pick is Braden Smith. And, Purdue also picked up another player today And I know you're gonna screw up his first name, but Omir, I think it's Amir Meyer, but I'm not sure of the pronunciation.
I like how you say you say that I'm going to screw up his first name, and then you proceed to not pronounce his first name correctly. Just throw me under the bus.
It's Amir, but yeah, he's an Israeli guard. Got good size, 6'3", 6'4", shoots it well. I don't know what the impact's going to be coming over to Purdue, but he gives him another option, another weapon. And again, they got a lot. They got a lot back, and they added Oscar Clough, who you and I both know from playing at South Dakota State last year. He's a tough, hard-nosed front court player who can – it'll be interesting to see how it's going to work with Trey Kaufman and Clough and whether or not they can play together. They got Jacobson coming back from injury. I mean, they got a lot. Matt Painter's got a lot coming back.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pieces. I would have liked to see them go and get one more big wing or keep one of Cam Heide or Miles Colvin around. But I think that they're betting on CJ Cox or Jakari Harris taking a step forward if they're not really out actively looking for that role in the portal. So at some point, you just kind of have to close your eyes and trust that Matt Painter knows what he's doing, because he's proven in this era where everybody is reloading and switching their rosters over every season. He's not doing it. And I don't know if there's a program that's had more sustained success over the last 3 seasons than Purdue has. I do